Let's pick up where we left off. I can multiply integers. So 3 groups of 4. I have 3 bags with 4 apples in each bag. I have 3 bags with 4 apples in each bag. So bag 1 has 4 apples, bag 2 has 4 apples, bag 3 has 4 apples for a grand total of 12 apples. Two times -6. Nico? Excuse me? Thanks, Nico. I owe 2 friends $6 each. I owe Preston $6. I owe Eric $6. That's a -12 because I owe them that money. If I switch the signs and make the outside number a negative, we're not going to say -2 groups of 6. Thanks to the commutative property, we are allowed to flip-flop the integers and do 6 times -12. That's going to give us 6 groups of -2. I owe 6 friends $2 each. And now this is the one where a lot of students have a difficult time explaining why a negative times a negative is a positive. Why is it, Mr. Meeks, that 2 negatives are a positive? For this example right here. Drake?
Because 2 negatives will equal a positive because you cannot times a negative with another negative, mostly because you would be dividing, but you can't divide because the multiplications with that positive.
So -5 times 4 means that we get rid of 5 groups of -4. We're getting rid of 5 groups of -4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my 5 groups of -4, which has a value of -20. But because this is a -5 means get rid of 5 groups. I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of, getting rid of, getting rid of. What do I have left? What's left on my paper? Nothing is left. 0 is left. And if you notice, I went from negative 20 to 0. That is an increase of 20. My value increased by 20 when I got rid of those groups. Therefore, when I get rid of negative values, we get a positive answer. It's just like if we have this, what's our answer right now? Negative 5. If I get rid of the negative, look what happened. Positive 3. I got rid of a negative. Answer goes up. Answer went from negative 5 to positive 3. Bless you. Gavin. You're welcome. So here's our rules, just like addition. When signs are the same, your answer is positive. Signs are different. Answer is negative. Those are the rules of multiplication and division. All right, let's do a few examples. I think I've got 5 here for you before we start our practice work. Number 1, we'll start out real simple. Negative 6 times negative 3 times negative 5. Oh, sorry, positive 5. My bad. Negative 6 times negative 3 times positive 5. Now remember, because of the commutative property of multiplication, do I have to multiply the 6 and the 3 first? No. Could I multiply the 6 and the 5 first? Yeah. Do however you want it. Multiply the 3 and the 5. However you want to. Either way, looking at this, I'm going to multiply a negative times a negative, which is a? And 30 times 3 is 90. I just did negative 30 times negative 3. Three times negative 4 times 11. A positive times a negative is a negative. A negative times a positive is a... Negative. So we know right off the bat that our answer is going to be a negative. So we get negative 12 times 11. What is that? Negative 132? Yeah. So we have negative 64 times 81 times negative 156 times 1 times negative 346 times 1,450. Holy smokes. Easy, easy. The question is not what is the answer. The question I want to ask you is my answer going to be positive or negative?
Positive.
Shh. Just think about it before you blurt out a wrong answer.
Negative.
Paris,
Negative?
why is the answer going to be negative?
Because if the signs are different, then it's a negative.
Yeah, but these signs are the same.
There's different signs in the problem. If there's
Well, there's different signs in this problem too, but the answer was positive. Al?
Because there's an even amount of negatives and positives, and the negative starts first.
No. There's Sydney? There is? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Alex? Alex is absolutely right. The answer is going to be negative because there is an odd number of negative integers. There's an odd number of negative integers. I mean, you could sit here and try it. What's a negative times a positive? What's a negative times a negative? What's a positive times a positive? What's a positive times a negative? What's a negative times a positive? Now, that took a lot. That took quite some time. What doesn't take time is for me to just go 1, 2, 3. 3 is an odd number. The answer is going to be negative. Four times negative 3 times negative 6 times 8 times 12 times negative 24 times negative 2 times negative 9 times negative 12 times 3. Is the answer going to be positive or is our answer going to be negative? Maylin? Why? Positive because there are an even amount of negative integers. Number 5. Mr. Grawl uses 2 bottles of cologne per week. How many bottles does he go through in 32 weeks? Mr. Grawl uses 2 bottles of cologne per week. How many bottles does he go through in 32 weeks? Preston?
64 miles.
64 bottles is correct. A bear loses 12 pounds per month during hibernation. How much weight does the bear lose in 6 months? A bear loses 12 pounds per month during hibernation. How much weight does the bear lose in 6 months? Maddie. So am I just going to write this as my integer? There's two ways to write this. I'm either going to write 72 pounds lost, or I'm going to write negative 72 pounds. If you lose something, it's a negative. Drake.
How would bear lose 72 pounds of hibernation in about 4 months?
What'd you say?
How would bear lose 72 pounds of hibernation in 4 months when he's sort of...
Hibernation is 6 months long, buddy. That's what it says right here. 6 months. How? He went into hibernation in November. So November, December, January, February, March, April. Comes out in May. That's 6 months. November. I'll even do it on here so everybody watching can see me. November, December, January, February, March, April. And then once spring comes in May, he'll go find some food. It's pretty simple. All right, number 6. That was 6? All right, last one then. So this is our last one. Good. I thought we had 2 left. All right, number 7. Mr. Meeks loses 3 pounds per hour while running. If he ran for 180 minutes, how much weight did he lose? Mr. Meeks loses 3 pounds per hour while running. If he ran for 180 minutes, how much weight did he lose? Katrina, 180 minutes is equivalent to how many hours? You sure? So if Mr. Meeks loses 3 pounds per hour, he would lose 9 pounds.